This news broke a few days ago. It's taken me some time to think about making a video because I wanted to express my thoughts in the best ways possible about a player who's committed the majority of his playing career thus far to West Ham United Football Club. Spending 8 years with one club is an achievement in itself. In a time where players usually average 2 to 3 years at any given club, staying for the long run certainly is rare, and it may become a lot rarer in the near future. Manuel Lanzini has certainly committed a lot of years to living and playing football in London. He's gone from playing on the streets of Buenos Aires to playing in the Middle East, via Brazil, and playing on old stadiums territory, new stadium territory, and scoring many memorable goals along the way. With Manuel Lanzini to depart West Ham on June the 30th upon the expiration of his contract, I felt that I should make a video to express my thoughts on the player's time at West Ham and really just look back on maybe what could have been, unfortunately. When Manuel Lanzini signed for West Ham in 2015, it was initially on loan from Al Jazeera. He scored on his Premier League debut in a 3-0 win over Liverpool at Anfield. It was West Ham's first win up in the red part of Merseyside for the first time in 52 years. And it was actually his first touch of the ball. He went on to have a terrific 2015-16 season, scoring those really brilliantly taken goals against Everton and Chelsea. He made the deal permanent in 2016 and soon became the attacking midfielder in this team. He and Dimitri Payet were seen as the perfect duo for each other. He has since called Payet the greatest player he's played alongside for West Ham United. Lanzini then took on the mantle to carry West Ham after Payet returned to Marseille. In that season, 2016-17, he continued to show his dribbling ability, his technical skill, and his acceleration on the ball. He was linked with a move to Liverpool. He was linked with moves to Barcelona. He was eventually given his dream. He was called up to play for Argentina at the 2018 World Cup in Russia. This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for this Argentinian who had grown up watching some of his idols play. He grew up watching Lionel Messi and was then pictured alongside him giving him a West Ham United shirt. He grew up hearing stories of Diego Maradona. He wanted to live the life that his idols had. He wanted to achieve the greatness Argentina had achieved. He was set to board that plane to Russia. But it wasn't to be. And as cruel as fate would have it, that dream was destroyed. During a pre-season training camp, Lanzini tore his ACL. He was ruled out of the World Cup and sidelined for several months. He returned to England for his recovery, heartbroken and gutted. This is why I talk about what could have been. What could have been, those 4 words seem to echo around West Ham. Many a player has come to this club, impressed only for unfortunate events to happen and for things to not hit the expectations in the end. What if Dean Ashton had never hurt his knee? He would have been amazing, but probably not for West Ham. What if Andy Carroll didn't get injured so many times throughout his career? Maybe he wouldn't have been playing in the lower end of the Championship by now. What if maybe, I'm not sure, so many what ifs, and what could have beens, and hindsight. And Lanzini was certainly part of that. He then struggled. He wasn't the same player after that injury. He wasn't as fast anymore. He was often dropped to the bench. It was worrying. Fans were saying that he was done at the club, saying that he was finished. He couldn't offer anything else. Lanzini was determined to get back to full fitness and get back to playing football again. Instead of playing as attacking midfielder, he was deployed as a central midfielder in the 2021-22 season. And it helped him. It was a position that he finally enjoyed and that he seemed to enjoy playing a lot more. Some of them moments he had, he went on a really good run of form in late 2021, early 2022. In the 2022-23 season, his game time was also very limited, but he did bow out of the Premier League with one last memory. His final goal in the Premier League came in a 3-1 win against Leeds United, where he scored from a Lucas Paquetá assist. In front of the home crowd was one final way of saying goodbye. And let's talk about goals. He scored some memorable ones. The annual goal against Tottenham, usually to stop them from winning the league. In 2017, he did just that. He scored the goal which denied Spurs a great chance of topping the table and seizing silverware. Again against Tottenham, that last second goal he scored in that emphatic 3-3 draw. I was there. I was watching that on TV. When he fired that into the net, I couldn't believe it. I went crazy. That goal had a less than 2% chance of hitting the back of the net, and he did it. Truly a special moment. Who can remember the braces he scored against Huddersfield? And did he score a brace against Huddersfield? No, it was one goal against Huddersfield rather, and a brace against Everton. Silky smooth player in his day, with a lot of promise. A player that I now see as a close second to him is his compatriot Alexis McAllister. People have said that McAllister is everything that Lanzini could have been. I actually have to agree with that opinion. Lanzini is expected to receive offers from clubs in the United Arab Emirates and Turkey. He'll be on the move. And I'm sad that he's leaving, because he really was our jewel. There was no one like Lanzini. He made us happy and played the West Ham way, to quote the chant. My closing thoughts are this. It's a player who has created memories and was loved. As every time he stepped out onto that pitch, he was loved and appreciated for better or for worse. He scored those goals. He had a good life in England. He played in the top flight and was our jewel because he really was the diamond in the rough. An unfortunate period in his life occurred when he was 25 years old, and things were never the same again. Maybe the knee injury was the killing force. Maybe, just maybe, if that hadn't happened, he could have hit the highs and played for a club in La Liga or played for a bigger club in England. But who knows? A chapter has ended in his career, but a new one will begin. He's just married the love of his life and has 2 beautiful children as well. Manuel, por ti y tu familia, gracias por todos a West Ham United. Buena suerte para el futuro, como New Irons.